episode of the Total R&B Podcast. My name is Lorena, and today I have a special guest, someone that I've been knowing since high school. So I'm super excited and nervous to interview her because
Aw.
it's crazy. But she is a singer, a songwriter here from Montreal, and she has a brand new album that's coming out on September 7th that I'm so excited about called Energy. So welcome to the podcast, Choni G.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm glad to be here. I'm super excited. Yeah, this is great. Great.
Well, I'm happy that you're coming on. I'm happy that you're coming out with music because it
Mhm.
feels like so many of us have been waiting for you to come out with music. But I know you've been
Mhm.
busy doing like a whole bunch of other stuff. So we're going to get into it. But I will start it off the way I always start off my podcast, especially for first time guests. So, what is your first memory of R&B music? Like, what comes to mind when I say that?
Oh my goodness. First memory of R&B music. I probably was like 5 or 6. I come from a musical family, so they were always singing, but they were more Motown slash R&B. So
Mhm.
we would actually have big Christmas parties, and we'd be performing. I would be watching my father and my uncles, the Sherwoods, perform. So yeah, music has been part of me like since I can remember. Always performing, always harmonizing, always getting the family together. That's my earliest memory of R&B. Yeah.
No, that's so dope. And I always think about that because you come
Mhm.
from such a huge family. And like you said, they're all in the music business, like in one way
Right.
or another. Like
Mhm.
if you're in Montreal, you came across a Sherwood. I had a Sherwood as a music teacher. I had
Yeah.
Sherwood classmates. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't stop. It's like, you know how like they say the weigh-ins, how
Yep, exactly. It's
there's
funny,
always
they had a commercial back in the day, I think maybe like the 70s, there was a commercial, and so they kind of look like the Jackson 5, so we always said, "Oh, they're the Montreal Jackson 5." With the
no,
big
but it's
afros and
true.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
No, it's so true. So, how was that growing up? Like, besides getting together for like the like Christmas time and different like holidays, like how was that growing up with a family that was so involved in music?
I was always like excited about it. There was sometimes the pressure of like, people know that you're sure when you're coming out, so they're expecting. But we were always excited. Our uncles, our father, they always made it fun. So it was always like something that we looked forward to. We've been a part of Union United Church growing up. I was actually christened there. So we always had that as like an outlet to kind of practice things, on at Sunday service. Being a part of the choir also that's directed by my uncle Kim Sherwood, the People's Gospel Choir of Montreal. That was like an outlet as well, rehearsing and just like really giving your voice exercise and also giving yourself practice of performing in front of people. So that was always like fun for me. I've never looked at it as more stress. It was just always like, okay, great, we get to perform, and our family's there backing us up. So it was always like a fun thing to do.
Is there any like advice that maybe the older generation gave to you that you take with you?
I would just say be confident, know that you can do it. Know that if you do mess up, everybody messes up, and just like keep going. The show must go on. That was a good one where I mean it's happened to all of us where either we're messing up or something happens, and in the back of my mind I always hear the show must go on. So I keep on going. Just knowing that like performing in front of audience, a lot of times the audience doesn't even notice your little mess up, so you're making a big deal of it, and then it's noticeable when really you just like smooth it out. That was really good advice for me just for performing wise, and then singing wise, and like always learning, always listening to different artists too, even like adapting some of their techniques and stuff like that. So that was always like a good advice for me too, like don't limit yourself, always listen to different genres. Like I listen to rock, R&B, gospel, of course, Afro beats. I listen to all of that stuff, and I have like favorite songs from all of them. So I
Yeah.
kind of feel like that kind of gives me that little edge also too, where I'll kind of like sing it a different way, not so much R&B, more like let's say like a rockish tone or something like that.
Who are some of the artists that like influence your style, your sound?
Definitely, I'd say Brandy, Aaliyah. Um, yeah, like growing up, I listened to them a lot. I feel like that was like who I was compared to also too. Like people be like, "Oh, you kind of sound like Brandy." So, I have that airy type of sweet type of tone. So definitely Brandy, Aaliyah. I always loved Monica too. Maya, big time. Um, Janet Jackson. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely an influence for me. And when I sing their songs, I feel like, okay, yeah, this is me. This is my tone, Yeah.
Okay. No, that's dope.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I feel like a lot of times when I like interview Canadian artists, they're really influenced by different genres. Like they don't stick to
Mm,
just R&B. They will like listen to jazz, they'll listen to rock, they'll listen to
mhm.
everything. Whereas
Yeah.
sometimes other people they just stick to like one or two different genres of music.
Well,
And
influenced, like I was also influenced by gospel artists, but it kind of falls under the same R&B, like Mary
Mhm.
Mary, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like that same type of R&B flow, but definitely gospel's been in my life even before R&B, really, because we were always singing in the choir. So that was always an influence on my genre, on the way I sing too, and on the way I perform as well. Yeah.
so when did you decide that you wanted to like do this as like a career where it was not it was more than just like, going to sing with family?
Yeah. So growing up, it was kind of like their opportunity was always there. We had the choir. We also had one of my uncles, Dorian Sherwood, who had a band. It was called Dorian Sherwood and the Next. So I was actually singing in nightclubs with Dorian Sherwood and the Next at 17, 18, actually like underage, singing in the nightclubs. Yeah. So we're so thankful that we had that opportunity there for us. So that's when I kind of looked at it like, okay, I can do this. Like I'm comfortable on the stage. I'm performing in nightclubs. Me and my sister, we performed with Shirlene and New Love and my uncle Kingsley Sherwood. My dad Blair Sherwood was always there as well, performing with us. So we kind of did like wedding gigs, proms, all different types of parties. And I was like, yeah, I can definitely do this as a career. I'm comfortable on the stage.
That
Yeah.
is cool. It's so
Yeah.
cool to see like the difference, of getting into the industry, especially when you have like a family that's so like solidified in the music industry and so like
Right.
loved and trusted to get all these like different opportunities. So I think that
Right.
is super dope that you had that growing
Yeah.
up.
There's like one foot in the door already type of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that's what we call it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so helpful, especially here in Montreal,
Mhm.
because a lot of English artists have a hard time like getting that experience, making those connections and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Do you
It's so
still feel
true.
that you have that struggle a little bit, like with your own music, taking like charge of your own career and stuff like that?
Not so much a struggle. I did kind of struggle getting back into it after my sister passed. She passed away from breast cancer in 2020, and also COVID really kind of put a damper on everything. Going to choir stopped, you know what I mean? Rehearsal stopped, so I kind of like lost the whole edge and lost the not the confidence, but lost the whole like the mojo type of thing to do it. So that was kind of a struggle, but when it I would say about 2 years ago, so 2022, I was like, you know what? I have to get back into singing. And I actually felt like my sister pushing me too. Like, you know what? Don't give this
Mhm.
up. Keep going. You do it for us type of thing. So that's when I was like, okay, let me go back in my vault because I did have a lot of songs written from years ago. I went in my vault. I kind of tweaked stuff. I asked people for different beats and stuff like that. And yeah, it just kept flowing to me. Like the lyrics were flowing to me, the beats were flowing to me. I was getting in touch with different beat makers. I have CJD Wiz, I have Meticulous, I have Merkur Miyagi making beats. Actually, the whole album was recorded with Merkur Miyagi at the
Okay.
Cali production. So yeah, really, really good guy, really cool guy. So it was like I said, it was God just blessing me, giving me all these outlets and giving me actually like the words too and the actual like the urge to do it and stuff like that. Also, I had the time, like my kids are older now too, so it was more like I have my own personal time. Oh, let me write something. Let me go look into some beats. Let me do that. So it kind of really everything fell into place at a proper time in my life where I had the time to focus on it. So it was like since 2002, okay, focus on your album. I was recording a song almost every month, doing it like that, putting it all together, then doing like the images. I did the images myself too, like
Oh,
with
okay.
photo tweaking. Yeah, I did the images for everything. So it was really cool. And I had enough time to do it. That was the thing. So that's really what pushed me to start my own stuff, my own album and just get myself out there.
That's dope,
Yeah.
and like you said,
Yeah,
it's all in God's timing, God will, like, put it
exactly.
on you to do what you need to do when you need to do it, so, I
Right.
know sometimes it
Right.
can be frustrating, and life, like you said, a lot of things happen during that time for you, so I could completely
Mhm.
understand why you would've, like, put that to the side, um,
Mhm.
but this album, Energy, so tell us
Yeah.
about it, like, why the name Energy?
Definitely. So energy is a big part of my life now. Since my sister passed, I kind of look at life where it's like everything, it's almost like, live every day like it's your last type of thing. And I really feel like as I've gotten older, I'm more sensitive to energy. I could feel energy more strongly. I feel like growing up, like, or even like in at a younger age, or just like going through life doing your thing, working. Now, like, I'm almost 40, but I do kind of like feel energy more. I can sense energy more. And then I'm really like looking into crystals and stuff like that as well,
Mhm.
which give off healing energies, and stuff like that. So energy was a big part of me getting back into, music and stuff like that. I felt the energy, if you would say, the urge to do it, my sister's voice doing it. And so that was the perfect title for my first single, which I did in 2002. Like, I actually recorded it back in 2002. So yeah, that being the first single that I made, I said, let me name the album after it as well. So
Okay.
Energy by Choni G. So yeah, and that's really the reason why I chose the word energy. The reason why I feel close to energy. Energy is never destroyed or created. It's just transferred and transformed. So I have that, in my album as well. I actually created like a little booklet for the album USB, which will be actually given out on my album release party. So I'm giving out 25 copies. The first 25 people will get the USB and also the booklet. So if I can just show it quickly. I don't
Yeah,
know
of
if the camera can
course.
see it. Yeah, so this is the USB. It's like a credit card, and the USB actually flips up, and it has
Oh,
like my image on it. Yeah, and then I have the booklet which comes with it. So it's kind of looks like a CD. So it will have like the list of songs, and then
mhm.
inside each song. Yeah. So the main one is energy, and if you open it up, you'll start to see like the energy,
Oh,
the
I love that.
chemistry. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's almost really like an old school CD booklet. So I found that really, really cool. And yeah, each song has its own little interlude as well. So in total on the album, it says 21 tracks, but literally it's only 11 tracks, and each track has a small little interlude telling you about it. Energy is neither created or destroyed. It's transformed and transferred, and then the track will start, and then with chemistry and so on and so forth. So it's pretty
I
cool.
love
Yeah,
that, and I
yeah.
think that's so dope because I feel like a lot of things have, like, disappeared in the music industry that fans
Mhm.
love. So I
Yeah,
think it's cool that you put together that, like, you get, like, something extra, something exclusive. There's only 25
yeah,
of them, so you have to make
yeah,
sure, you get there early and you get it. It,
yeah,
like, gives that excitement. So
exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm annoyed I won't be there.
I'll save one for you. I have a few like saved ones. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
I'm
But yeah,
definitely gonna miss
energy.
you.
And also like another reason why I felt energy was so important right now is just like the world too. Really feel like energy is becoming like negative energy is pushed so much in, especially in the music industry, that it's like you need to have that. Oh, don't forget there's positive energy. Don't forget to love. Don't forget to laugh. Don't forget to, care for each other and stuff like that, instead of all the make money, make money, make money. It's more about energy to me,
No,
I've even had
definitely.
people, exactly, I've even had like other artists or other like promoters and things like tell me, oh, you should do this to make money, you should do that. And I'm like, well, it's not really all about making money for me. It's just the energy and just being out there and putting my stuff out there.
But I
Yeah,
think that too, that energy will bring those opportunities that those people are
exactly.
talking about.
Yeah,
It's just you're doing it more authentically to who you are instead of
yeah.
following these trends or following these different things that people are doing that where the energy is like low vibrational and like
Hmm.
not really pushing, the community together. So I think
Yeah,
that's good that you have that knowledge that, you can say no because a lot of people don't say no to, like,
right,
opportunities. They
right.
just they
Yeah.
take them. So how are other ways that you kind of set up those boundaries so that you're not surrounded or you're not taking in all this
Right.
negative energy that we see all the time?
Yeah, so like I guess it comes with age as well. Like being an older artist, I feel like I'm more like out there like saying nope, not doing it. Instead of like okay, let me do it, let me follow the crowd. So it,
Mhm.
it definitely comes with age, the confidence to say no, and the the boldness to be like nope, not doing it. Also having experience, like seeing my family members do things different ways, kind of gave me like the upfront experience of saying oh, don't do it this way or do it that way, or do it your own way really, instead of like following the crowd. So that kind of gave me the experience to say no. And then even now, like there's always negative energy that comes around, but I always try to lighten it up. I'm a really really comedic person, so I'm always cracking jokes and things like that. And like even my closest friends, they're always like, "Oh, you're so funny." So I really use laughter. I would say like I'm a laughter warrior type of thing. I really use laughter to lighten the mood, to brighten the energy up in the room, and to like keep it up high vibe. High
No,
vibration. Yeah.
of course, but I think that's good for people to know because like you said, there's just a lot of negativity that we hear. Like whether you're
Hmm.
on social media scrolling, you
Right.
see different things, people fighting all the time,
Yeah.
watching the news, they never have anything good to say. Like it's
Hmm.
just a lot
Hmm.
that happens. And then also too, just like life itself, like the cost of
Yeah.
living is high, a lot of people are worried. So there's a lot of
Right.
fear that is
Exactly.
happening, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really
And then even like the competition wise too, like it's a music industry. So there's always that kind of like little hatred, especially between like women, oh, if you don't look good, whatever. It's like, just keep everything like love everybody type of thing, really. Like the main
yeah,
rule, love everybody, let everybody do what they want to do as long as you're not hurting anybody. Hey, and I even tell my children that I'm like, look, you do you, you be who you are, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you're down the right path.
no,
Yeah.
that's it. And then the energy will come back to
Yeah,
them the same that they
exactly.
get. So, yeah.
Exactly.
That is
Yeah,
great.
karma. Energy and karma. I tell you, what you put out comes right back. So keep that positive energy, and all you're gonna get is positive back.
No,
Yeah.
truly, I do believe that too. So then on the album, like what songs are you most excited for people to hear? I know you want them to hear the
Mhm.
whole album, but is there like certain songs where you're just like, I can't wait for people to listen to this?
Yes, yeah, definitely. So I already released Energy, Chemistry, and Come. So people have heard those. One of the ones that no one has heard that I'm really, really proud of and really, really excited to release is Alke Bulan. So Alke Bulan is the ancient name of Africa.
Hmm.
And that one, oh my gosh, just like the words, it was like coming to me like water flowing into my brain. The beat, it's by Merkur Miyagi. Oh, it's just amazing. I really can't wait for everybody to hear that. And again, yeah, it'll be released online on all of the platforms September 7th. But if you come to my release party, you'll have it on USB as well. So that one is one of my favorite ones. Alke Bulan. Intuition is another one. Very, very good lyrics. The beat is amazing. The beat was by CJD Wiz. Again, that one, it's more like use your intuition, trust your intuition. You have it for a reason. It's your guiding voice, and things like that. It really helped me. Like even just even though I wrote it, it really helps me just listening back to it. Sometimes you need that reminder. So it's like, oh yeah, trust your intuition. Yeah. So I would say the two ones I'm excited to for everyone to hear that has not been released would be Intuition and Alke Bulan.
Will you be performing at the event, the
Yeah,
album release? Yeah,
yeah, I will.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm performing my main three that I usually perform at different outlets. So that's Energy, Chemistry, and Come. And then I'm gonna perform Intuition and Don't Look Back. So Don't
Ooh.
Look Back's another one. Yeah, don't look back. Don't keep straight ahead. Keep going ahead. Don't look back. At the stuff and yearn for it. Kind of like Lot's wife. I actually put that in brackets. Don't look back. Lot's wife.
I
But
love
yeah,
that.
that was yeah. I know. I actually put. I'm like, should I put it? I'm like, yeah, I gotta put it. I gotta put it. Don't look back. Lot's wife. Yeah. So it's pretty
And
cool. Yeah.
will you be having any like visuals that come with this album too?
So I'm working on doing a video. So it's just in the talks right now. Nothing has been actually filmed. I hope to get it like out to the public around November. So that's like my next step. After the release, I'm going to start working on like my visuals for the album, like how I want to present it and all of that. Sorry for the video. And the video will be of Energy, of course, the Energy single. So hopefully by October, November, I'll actually have a visual of a video for Energy. Yeah.
No, I like that, and I think that's a good
Yeah.
time too because I feel like October, November, that's when things start to get very, like, stressful for people, like, it's right
Right.
before the holidays, people are
Yeah.
starting to get exhausted,
Yeah.
um, so I think that would be, like, really dope if we could have that visual around that time. I think that would be really
Yeah.
good for, like, everybody around, so
Yeah,
that is great,
exactly.
and I'm excited for that
Me
because I
too.
yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
love this. I'm so excited for you, and
Thank you so much. I'm super excited. I'm anxious. I'm nervous. It's all like a big ball of emotions right now.
of
But
course.
yeah. I'm super excited, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity again. Like Total R&B. Thank you so much. It's amazing, Lorena. Thank
No,
you.
of course.
Yeah.
Like I said before, like I always want to like obviously support Montreal artists, of course, and
Mhm.
artists in Canada, but it's just trying to find like a good location to like introduce
Mhm.
people in person. And I guess it's the Virgo in me, a little bit of a perfectionist. So I'm just like, no, it has to look a certain way and then
Yeah.
the cost
Yeah.
of everything. So as you can see, I'm still doing it virtually.
Yeah.
But maybe I have to do what you did, like pick a date and just
Yeah, like give
go
yourself a
for it.
deadline and actually act like, you know what, I have to do it by this date and just watch what happens. Like that's why they say even write your manifest down because when you visualize it and see it, it's almost like you made it real. Like, okay, this deadline is serious, instead of, oh, type of thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
no, because 'cause I've been doing that. I'm like, "Oh, I've been making up excuses half the time," and, like, all that
Mhm.
stuff. So I gotta take a page from your book
Aw.
and get it done. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask too, because you said that you were getting into crystals, and
Yeah.
so that's another thing. I
Yeah.
have, like, my thing on my desk with the crystals that I have. So if you
Nice.
could give us some crystals, that you think are great for providing, like,
Yeah.
good energy.
Sure. So amethyst is really good for healing and relaxation. So I love amethyst. I really love crystal quartz. I wear it on my neck. Crystal quartz is good for intuition. It's good for your crown chakra. Helps to keep away negative as well. And then I have selenite. I'm actually going to be giving away selenite at my launch. So it will be
Okay.
in the little package. Yeah, it's going to be in the same package where you'll have like the booklet again, the USB. You'll have, oh, sorry, right there, and then you'll have a little crystal of selenite. So selenite is really good for cleansing other crystals and cleansing your body. So it keeps that toxins away. You know what I mean? They even say you can put it on like your door frame and stuff like that, just to kind of keep negative energies out. So when people come in, they'll feel better too. Like even if they're in a bad state, we all get in a bad state, mentally. If they
Mhm.
come in your house, they'll hopefully, feel better and things like that because the selenite is there. So selenite, I really love. Amethyst, I really love. Crystal quartz, onyx, I love onyx. Yeah, and black obsidian too. Black obsidian is really strong, keeps you grounded. So I have my own little collection. All of those are really, really big towers. Yeah, but yeah, it's really good to get into, especially if you're into energy. Me being
Mhm.
spiritual, I'm spiritual more than I'm religious, I would say. You know what I mean? And like I said, I did grow up in a choir, so there was always that kind of like, ooh, watch out with the crystals type of thing. But as
Yeah.
people get educated and we know it's like crystals are even mentioned in the Bible as well as, for protection and stuff like that. So you can really like do your own research, find out what works for you. And on top of that, they're really beautiful and pretty. So
Mhm.
it's nice. Yeah,
Definitely. No, and
Yeah.
I love that. I love the branding for this album too because, I'm in like the PR world and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
love that you're doing this like intentionally to have the crystal, to have the booklet, to have
Hmm.
the USB. I think that is so dope. So
Thank
congratulations on
you.
everything. I love what you're
Thank
doing because
you.
a lot of times a lot of artists don't put or their team, they don't put all this effort
Mhm,
into an album release. So I think
mhm,
it's super dope. So anybody that's listening and watching, this will be out before September 7th. So if you're in Montreal,
mhm.
definitely get to this album release party, and I hope you're one
Yeah.
of the first 25 to get all this cool stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and it's free entry, free entry. It's
Okay.
BYOB. You could BYOB. It's at the UNIA, which is 2741 Notre Dame West. So it's right near Lionel Grew Metro. So yeah, free entry. We'll have a little bit of food there. And then my listening party is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So that's when I'll be performing and we'll be listening to the album. From 9 p.m. to midnight, we have DJ Blaster. So
Ooh,
we'll kind of be
okay.
turning it into a little party
And
against
everybody loves DJ
BYOB.
Blaster, so that's
Exactly.
super
Yeah.
dope. I
Yeah.
love that. And do people have
Yeah.
to like RSVP or they could just go
You
to
can
the
basically just pull up. Like we left it like that just so like people don't feel like, oh, I can't come because I didn't RSVP. So basically pull up. The capacity is like 80 people, 80 to 100. So I'm sure we're good. And we'll have like the back open as well so people can get air. So it'll be really, really nice. Yeah.
Nope, I love this and I can't wait until September 7th. Even though I won't be in Montreal, I will definitely be listening
Yeah.
to the album when it comes out. So it's the day after my birthday, so that will be
Yay.
playlist for everything.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
dope.
Well, happy birthday in advance.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Um, and I want to ask too, because you've been doing this for such a long time and
Mhm.
being surrounded by so much like great musical talent as well. Like, what advice would you have for anybody that wants to start doing music?
I would say start writing. So start writing first, write everything down, even if like poetry, obviously, like write it down. Find good beats. There's a lot of beats online. Put your words to the beats and then find good recording studios. Again, Mercury Miyagi charges really, really good prices. And just go for it. Just go record it. Even if you're nervous, even if you feel like, oh, today's not the day, book the session and go and record it. Once you hear your voice back, like in your headphones and stuff like that, it really gives you that urge to be like, okay, this is for me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep doing this. It gives you kind of like a buzz, so you're like,
Mhm.
okay, I want this more. And so that's the main thing. I would love to, I like to say once you hear it, your voice back, it kind of gives you that urge like, wow, you know what I mean? I can do this. So
Yeah.
definitely record it. Yeah. Put it down on paper, find a beat, go record it. Don't be scared. That's what the recording people are there for, the engineers. So just go do your thing and that's it. Don't be shy. Have the confidence.
No, I love that. And too, like I
Mhm.
think a lot of people maybe sometimes think it's unattainable, to get into a studio. But there's
Mhm.
so many different studios here in Montreal. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
that is true to just go for it. I love that. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So before we wrap up, we are gonna play a game. I'm gonna ask you to make
Ooh.
your playlist, your R&B playlist. I'm gonna go
Okay.
through some different moods that we go through throughout the year or the day, whatever. And
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask you to just name an R&B song that goes with that you would choose.
Okay.
Um, if ever you can't think of an R&B song, you could definitely go gospel or Afrobeats,
Okay.
whatever, just
Okay.
to make it fun. All right,
Yeah.
so the first one is name a song that puts you in a good mood.
Puts me in a good mood. I would say Lettucey. And her song is Bravo. So
Okay.
Lettucey, Bravo. Yeah, that one it's empowering for women. It really will put you in a good mood. Just listen to it. Lettucey, Bravo. Yeah.
Okay. And so what's a song you would choose to listen to on a rainy day?
On a rainy day, ooh, I like Usher Crush. It's
Okay.
Usher, and he's featuring another artist in it. I can't think of her
Oh,
name right now, but
it's Yuna.
yes, exactly. That
Mhm.
one's really good. Also, Aquila Bloom. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I love that
Wow.
song.
I love it too. Yeah. Aquila Bloom and Aquila Hello. I when it's raining, I would just play that. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. That's dope. I love that. And I never thought about that, but Crush too, because even I think like the video is like a black and white.
Right. Yeah.
It is good for a
Yeah.
rainy day. I never
It's
thought about that.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
What's a song you would play when in love?
Ooh. India Ari, Truth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah, Truth is really, really good. I like how she talks about, past life and how you're together in past lives and now you're coming back together in another lifetime. Yeah, Truth by India Ari for sure.
That is dope. That is true.
Mhm.
I never really thought about that either. I'm gonna have to go back and like listen to all these songs.
We're like writing them down.
What's a song you would play when going through a breakup?
Ooh. Bills, bills, bills. No, I'm just joking. No, going through a breakup, I would say Brandy almost doesn't count. I like that one too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No,
Almost doesn't count. You tried, but almost doesn't count. Type of thing. Yeah. Brandy almost doesn't count.
definitely.
Yeah.
And what's a song that you can't help but dance to?
Oh my gosh. There's so many. Can't help but dance to R&B. Ooh. I like Janet Jackson, Doesn't Really Matter. That one I'll always dance to. Um, well, almost all of Janet Jackson songs. Um, what's another one? There's so many I can't even think. Even India Ari, I love some of her songs to dance to. Um, Maya. Yeah, I'd have to say Maya's album with Case of the X and all of that. That
Yeah,
album, I'm always on my feet. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
that one
Like I
has
would
a
have to say
lot
her
of
whole
like
album.
good singles on it too. I think it's the Fair
Yeah,
Fine album.
right, right. She has
Yeah,
like Whoa on there. She has a lot of them on there. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, no, that's
Yeah, definitely.
what's a song that has really good lyric that you wish you wrote?
Ooh. Oh, that's good one. Really, really good lyric that I wish I wrote
Yeah.
would probably be India Ari, God is Real. So there's
Ooh.
a lyric where she says, what is it? She says, there's earth, wind, water, and fire. That's how I know that God is real. And it's like, but basically the whole chorus section is like, we're made of the same stuff as the moon and stars. The
Mm-hmm.
ocean is salt water, just like our tears are. So I love that line as well. Like that whole song, I wish I wrote. But yeah, really listen to that. That you'll be inspired as well. India Ari, God is real. Yeah.
No, that is like that whole song is
Right?
good. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
love it. What's a
Mhm.
song more people should know about?
A song more people should know about. That's a good one. Um, you know what? I'd have to say it's my uncle's song. So his name is Dorian Sherwood, and his song is called "I'll Wait for You." And
Okay.
another one that he produced is 27. So both of those songs you can catch them on his album. It's Dorian Sherwood, "I'll Wait for You," and 27. Definitely, people need to hear that. Those are two of my favorite songs from his album. Yeah.
Okay, so we need to
Yeah.
get into Dorian Sherwood a little bit more because
Yes.
those songs.
Yeah.
Okay. And then lastly, what's a song that reminds you of summer?
Ooh, of summer, I'd have to say, okay, it's an Afrobeat song. So it's
Hmm.
Tiwa Savage and it's All Over. I love that one. So All Over by Tiwa Savage, really, really cool beat. Of course, it's Afrobeat, it's summery, even the video is summery. I love, love, love that song. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
So that is it. So you made your playlist for us. So thank you so much for playing.
Perfect.
There's some songs I'm gonna have to listen to again because I wasn't listening to the
Yeah.
lyrics that well. And then there's some new songs that you put us onto. So I can't wait
Yeah.
to like check those out. So thank you so much, Shawnee, for coming on the
Thank
podcast.
you. Thank you so much, Lorena. Thank you, Total R&B. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's amazing.
No, of
Thank you.
course. So let everybody know where they can follow you online and also
Yeah.
to the album details so we don't miss that.
Perfect. Yep. So again, the album will be released on September 7th. It's streaming on all platforms, so you can go ahead and grab that. It's $9.99, I believe, on iTunes and on Apple Music. So go ahead and grab that September 7th. Feel free to pass by the release party. Again, that's at the UNIA on September 7th, starting at 6 p.m. So it's 6 to midnight, so you can still do something afterwards. Feel free to pass by there. You can get a USB for free if you're one of the first 25 people, or you can pay as well. So again, we'll be selling those USBs for $10 on September 7th. You can follow me. My Instagram is Choni G. So it's CHONI_G. So follow me on Instagram. I do have a Facebook as well. So you can follow me there. It's CHONI_G as well. Yeah. And that's where you can follow me. And please come out on Saturday, September 7th, and we can party together.
I love it. Thank
Yeah,
you once again for coming on the podcast. Congratulations also on the album and everything that you came up with for the album. Like I said, I think it's dope. It's exciting and I hope everybody else is excited as well and more people discover your music and support you. And if anything I can do, just reach out and let me know. I'm always here to support. So I'm definitely probably gonna buy the USB and all that stuff like as soon as I come back. So I'm excited about that. But yeah,
perfect.
thank you so
Perfect. Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much. And just send me your address. I'll send you it in the mail. I'll send you the USB and stuff. That way you have it when you come back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll do that definitely. But
yeah.
yeah, this is the Total R&B Podcast. My name is Lorena, your host. You can follow me on social media at total.rnb. And I will be back with a brand new interview.